want to make a quick video blog before I head home. Today I was in Jersey, spent some time with the family. You know, this family I rarely see, so you know, it was good being with them. And you know, had a great time and stuff. So it's good to see family you don't see, and you know, especially family you used to hang out with. That's, you know, at some points in your life, and you know, you grow to realize that at some point everybody has to, you know, go and live their lives, and so do you. You have to go and live your life. So, you know, I've seen like cousins that, you know, I used to grow up with, family and stuff, aunts, and you know, everybody's, you know, getting big now. Everybody's doing their own thing, which is good, you know. It's good to see everybody doing their thing. But you know, it just sucks to grow up. You know, it sucks to I thought I saw somebody. Anyway, just a sign. So, you know, it sucks to grow up and, you know, reach adulthood, but then that's when you know, you gotta get on your grind and, you know, do what's necessary. So, you know, everybody has to grow at some point in their lives. So, you know, I'm glad to see everybody's doing good. Alright. I'm gonna drive with the lights off and my glasses on, because I can't really see without my glasses unless I got my contacts on. But, you know, me personally, you know, I used to be the type of person, I'll leave this on for a bit. I used to be the type of person that, you know, because my family in Jersey's, you know, I guess you can call them rich, or, you know, they have money and stuff. You know, everybody out there is, you know, some type of profession or some type of business or something going on with their lives. And, you know, growing up, I was never used to any of that stuff. You know, growing up, I was never used to any of that stuff, and I've always felt like I never matched up to you know, these people's qualities. And not just, you know, my family, but, you know, people in general, like, you know, and I'd come across, like, you know, not to be racist or to sound like some type of prejudice, but, you know, even white people and stuff like that, I would feel like I'm not worthy, you know? I would feel like my self-worthiness is very low, you know, and I don't know why that happens or why that is. You know, some people might feel that way, but, you know, I've come to learn that at the end of the day, let me close this window real quick. At the end of the day, you know, we're all the same. We're only human. You know, the only thing that makes us different is the way we think and the way our mind works. And, you know, growing up, you know, I was always quiet and stuff. And, you know, just watching me right now talk might be like a shock to some people. But, you know, growing up, I was very quiet because I was the type of person that I like to analyze people and I like to hear what they have to say. And I've always felt like what I've had to say didn't really mean much. But, you know, that was my mindset back in the days. And nowadays, you know, everything's changed. Which is why I'm doing video blogging as a way to open up more and talk more. And, you know, to share my experiences with the world and, you know, whoever's willing to check me out and stuff. But, you know, growing up, and, you know, it wasn't until, like, recent where my mindset started to change. You know, I say within the last, you know, 4 or 5 years is when it really, you know, when the seeds started getting planted, and you know, that's when I realized that, you know, you start learning, and, you know, you have less doubts about yourself. And I used to doubt myself, and, you know, felt like this, I was very negative, and you know, I never thought much of myself. You know, growing up, I used to be a fat kid, so, and then, you know, even when my fat days were over, then I had to deal with my acne and stuff like that. So I've always, had like a very like low self-esteem and stuff like that. But as I started growing older, and I started analyzing more, and I've come to research and learn, as I grow and stuff like that, none of that stuff should matter. And at the end of the day, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. And it doesn't matter what the world around you thinks. Keep yourself happy, or think of a certain time where you felt the happiest, and just stay in that vibration. And nowadays, like I said before, I would never talk, especially like being around rich people and stuff like that. I would always just be quiet because I felt like I would have nothing to offer these people, or my conversation wasn't good enough. But nowadays, my mindset is different. I know a few millionaires. I have my contacts and stuff like that. I was lucky enough to even meet a billionaire and sit down with him and talk with him and stuff like that. And just in case you're curious, his name is Mark Lay. He's pretty big in Amway and throughout the world. So it was definitely a great opportunity, and definitely a eye-opener to come in contact with people like this, because you see how they think and their vocabulary and stuff like that, which makes you think and makes you want to start changing your ways around. So everything and everybody I've come across is definitely a helpful experience for me, considering how I used to be to how I am now. And nowadays, I could chit chat with millionaires and stuff like that. And I'm not a millionaire myself, but I definitely feel that I will be in the near future. And that near future is not even that far away, honestly. And that's just the way you gotta think. That's how millionaires think. They think big. And that's how successful people think, and they think big. So, it's all about thinking big. And a good book to read is called The Magic of Thinking Big. I forget who the author is, but I'd strongly recommend it if you want to be successful in life. So, that's it for my video blog for tonight. I'm actually driving home right now for my weekend job, and I'll definitely be leaving this job pretty soon. And I'm going to show you guys how. And if you guys are interested in making money,